Welcome back in here for another video, guys. Lemon Pie speaking. In today's video, I will be showing you guys that 5 mistakes you guys should avoid doing because I personally made them. So, let's get straight into the video. So, the first mistake you guys should avoid is the first one is very simple and you can do it right now is buying emote. You might be asking, why would I not buy emote? It's really cool. Well, if you have a lot of extra gems, you could buy some emotes, but I highly recommend if you wanna have a max deck, no, okay? Don't buy emotes because it will you can just get more value. You can just go with the grand challenge or classic challenge. It gives you way more chance on actually get actual progressing if you want to max a deck, because I've personally made this mistake as well. As you guys can see, I bought so many 250 gems which I could have just invested it on grand challenge. So in other terms, don't spend your gems on emotes, okay? So okay, if you guys learned something, let's get into the second one. So, the second one is constantly changing decks. What I mean by that is I see a lot of people who constantly change decks. My current oh my internet. My current deck is lag bait, and my sub deck is 2.8 royale hugs. Can you get off into okay? My current deck is 2.8 royale hug, but I'm trying to max it out, and my lag bit is almost max except for the lag. So what I see a lot of people make mistake like me. I made this mistake like a few months ago. I was constantly changing decks. I was constantly changing, but that might be actually good so you can find your deck that you actually want to play. But if you are above Challenger 1 or maybe higher than Challenger 1, I recommend you to just find a deck and stop constantly changing decks, because that will make you slow on progression and you can't master a deck because you're constantly changing. So just pick two to one decks, because the first one is your main, which if it gets nerfed, for example, like the if it get nerf, if it the main your main deck gets a nerf, you can just switch in your sub deck. That's why I am currently playing Royale Hug. So yeah, now let's get into the second tip. Well, actually, third tip. Well, let's get into the third tip. The third tip is not doing your clan war. I've actually go to another clan war just for this video. Not doing your clan war is a very, very common mistake I see a lot of people make. Like, for example, me, I don't usually do my clan war when I was in a clan, but I do it like sometimes. But now that I know, I wanted to share with you guys that make sure to always do your clan wars, because just look at this. It gives you 600 per win. That's 2,400, I think, if my maths are correct. It's 2,400 gold if once a day. That's going to help you so much with your progression, but we might not win all of the match. So let's just see 1,200 a day. That's pretty good just by attacking. So if you want to have faster progression and faster to have a max deck, go do the clan wars right now. Okay, so that's the third tip. Now let's get into the fourth tip. So for the fourth tip, I need to go into a match. Let's just find a match real quick. Okay, well, that didn't go as planned, but the fourth tip is I won't go into a match, so it won't take as long. The fourth tip is not muting your emote. You might be thinking, why would I want to mute my emote? It's really cool, bro. Well, yeah, you have a point, but that was a mistake I made as well. Like back in the days when Untoxic Clay was BMing me with the laughing emojis with the yawning princess, I was like, hell nah, bro, I'm gonna beam this guy so hard. Once upon a time, he was beaming me, right? And then I go in with the rock. His HP was like 300 or 500 something. I had the rocket in my hand, but he was beaming me, right? So I wanted to get revenge. So I just missed the rocket on purpose, and he won because I missed my rocket, and he goes in with the goblin giant sparky, and that was my biggest mistake ever. Like, I can't forget that. So yeah, this is that reasons why you okay, enough with the story time. The reasons why you should mute your emote, because you might get BM. So if you guys don't know what BM means, bad manner, if you're gonna be getting by laugh, yawning, you're gonna be regret like in the story time. So it might cost you like 2-1 losses. But yeah, make sure to avoid that, so you'll concentrate into the match. You won't concentrate from beaming him in the end. You just concentrate at winning, nothing else. So mute the emote right now, and let's get into the last but not least, the fifth tip. The fifth tip is spending your magic item like an reckless dude who just got the the passerelle. What I mean by that is, I'm sure you guys are not doing this mistake, but I just wanted to add it, so because when the magic items first release, I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna go upgrade my deck, 2.6 or something. Like, yeah, but that was definitely a mistake because I'm not using 2.6 sag cycle. So what I want to give you guys a tip is, don't spend your wild card like right now and right here. Make sure you think about it. Make sure you find that chosen one deck for you. You need you If you find that deck, you can use your magic items, because for example, you use the lava hound and you won 3 times with it, like, and you said, yeah, this is definitely the deck. I will use my wild cards, books of books in this deck, and like 3 days later, I mean like 1 week later, you regret it because you said, oh man, that was just a few lucky rounds. Now I'm losing like all the time. Maybe the lava hound doesn't fit you, but what I'm going with this is, don't spend your wild card in a card. You need to find a deck. You need to master it before you use the wild card, because once you use the wild card, you can't say to Supercell, hey Supercell, can I have my wild card back? No, that's not how it works, alright? So it will be permanently there. So spend it dang wisely, alright guys? So, if you guys have learned something here, or learned something new, or even if you guys have enjoyed me, or if you guys wanna see more, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. It helps me out a lot, guys. So yeah, and I forgot to mention, guys, after I record this, I'm going to make a 7-day challenge. I will explain that in the next video, the 7-day challenge. It sounds very interesting, I know, right? Okay, so this is it for the video, guys. So see ya in the next video. Goodbye.